Hey guys, it's Ben with AWKWA here in sunny and what should be usually windy Aruba, but as you can probably see from the trees and flags behind me, it's like literally the 1 week that it is not windy here, and of course it's the only day I can be here. So I am on the northwest shore of the island. Usually there are anyways, you would see all kinds of kites and windsurfers and foilers flying around presumably, but I don't see a one out there today. I'm probably going to be the first and only. Even the tops of the trees are barely moving, so it's not looking good. I saw that on the forecast, but figured I'd take a flyer. So on my way to Villa, like I said, if they won't rent, I'm gonna go to Aruba Active. And closer to the beach, it's pretty bad, but I think if I get out about 100 yards past the shark nets, I think there should be enough with a large enough rig. So we're gonna see. So Aruba, as most of you probably already know, is one of the windiest places on Earth. Windsurf and kite, and now wing paradise. But there's got to be wind. So I'm feeling a little bit, I mean, it's just crazy to look and see one of the windiest places on Earth, essentially a kite and windsurf mecca, and there's nobody, and I mean nobody out there. Now the Vela flags look pretty good, and they're actually on shore, so that's kind of exciting. So let's see if they'll rent to me. Ah, my board. Shit. That's cute. All right, guys, thanks. We'll see you. Well, that was my day winging, well, trying to windsurf and to wingfoil here in Aruba. Basically, just had enough to push water around. They recommended a 7.2 for me. But I told them a 5.7 would be just fine. I should have listened and used the 7.2. I don't think it would have made that much of a difference though. And then I tried to wing. Initially I tried to go out on a 105 Fanatic Skywing. Exactly the model I've been looking for a demo of to buy. But that proved to be way too little for both my skills and the level of wind. I'm quite sure there was actually less wind when I was winging or trying to wing than there was when I was trying to windsurf. So, but anyways, I came in on the 105. Ironically, the wing they put me on, I asked for their biggest, and the setup they gave me is one that I use pretty routinely, and that is the Cabrina Mantis. It was a 6 meter. That's their largest, which tells you something. I came in and swapped out for their largest board, which is a Cabrina X Fly, I want to say, at a 153. So just a complete aircraft carrier. And that helped me a lot. And then the foil was it was the Decline Charger, the equivalent of the Cabrina, whatever, X Fusion, whatever they call it, 1950. So definitely would have been more than enough foil wing to get me up if wind conditions had been normal. So no planing, no flying today. They said this time of year, hurricane season is always spotty. You just never know what you're gonna get, and sure enough, that proved to be the case. So it was definitely, there was enough to be almost annoying, but yeah, not a single kiter in sight, as you might imagine. I was easily the only winger, and there were 2 other people who were learning to windsurf and doing very well. I had been kind of warned about a lack of foiling options. I did not find that to be the case, at least at Vela. They had easily probably half a dozen, maybe not that much, but close to half a dozen Wingfoil boards. Almost all of them, I mean, maybe slightly older, a generation back of Cabrinas. But they were all easily, most of them were under 100 liters. So I mean, it gives you an idea of like what the conditions are usually here. On this late October day, I just was basically in board shorts and a rash guard. I brought a neoprene jacket, zip up with me on the trip, but given the fact of it's whatever, mid 80s and 90% humidity, I did not think I would need it, and I was correct. The water temp felt great. So setup wise, on the northwest shore or coast of the beach, it tends to be almost always offshore. So I was kind of looking forward to that challenge today, but oddly enough, because of the storm, I got onshore predominantly, which actually was very helpful. Yeah, but usually it's almost always offshore and very steady and strong. But didn't get to experience that today. So yeah, it's kind of it was cool to be able to ride here, but I could see it being pretty awesome. Some other local tidbits from talking to the guys at the shop. They were saying that typically December through August tends to be the best, both in terms of wind and because of the wind. That's the season where the kiters and the windsurfers come out. Anyways, the gist of it is just not nearly enough wind. I kind of knew it, but I figured I had to give it the old college try. And yeah, you know, we fought the good fight out there. So